right, by now you have all heard the back and forth or seen the back and forth banner on Twitter between Terrence Crawford and Eroll Spence. I think it's a little too late to have these conversations because it's one thing to get things clear. It's one thing to get things understood. But when you're going back and forth about who fought what and you fought this damaged person and this person wasn't no good, that kind of talk is irrelevant. But regardless of all the things that were said by Eroll Spence, and I know where Eroll Spence is coming from, Terrence Crawford has left him in a position where he looks incompetent and he also looked like he ducked out on a big deal because that's what he did. So, of course, Eroll Spence got to come out and I guess defend himself, you know, and rightfully so because he do need to do so. But all the back and forth, which is basically like trying to say this person is no good versus that person is no good, your resume is no good, this guy was old, this guy was burnt out kind of talk. Like I said, it's irrelevant. But even though they had a good going back and forth and it seems to be entertaining and whatnot, it's one thing, it's only one thing that Terrence Crawford had to say to shut Eroll Spence down. And at the end of the day, even with all that stuff that Eroll Spence talked, even with all that jazz, even with all that, oh, it's your fault, you didn't do this and you didn't do that, Terrence Buzz simply stopped him in his tracks by just repeating what Eroll Spence said in front of the entire world. And he told him, you are the one that said you was going to take the easy route. See, everything else that he says, it really doesn't matter beyond that because that's something that you're never going to be able to play down. And you can't say people put words into your mouth, okay? Because you let that pour out of your mouth. You don't want to say that you was taking the easy route. You don't want to let the whole world know that you view fighting Terrence, that you view fighting Sean Porter over Terrence Crawford. You view that as taking the easy road, as spoken out of your own mouth. So therefore, that's where we're at right now. And this is why he can't have any decent rebuttal to Terrence Crawford beyond then, because you just told the whole world you was taking the easy route. It don't matter what you try to say. It don't matter how you try to paint it that I didn't want the fight or I did this or I did that. At the end of the day, your ass, Mr. Big Fish, Mr. Boogeyman, Mr. I Want to Be Undisputed, was caught on camera saying that you wanted to take the easy route. This is why you can't have a rebuttal after that. And this is why basically Eroll Spence hasn't said nothing after that. Because how do you come back from that? You can't come back from that. How are you going to justify that? You can't say that he's lying. You know what I'm saying? You can't say that I didn't say that. It's on camera. So at the end of the day, it don't matter all that stuff that Eroll Spence is talking about. It looked good and it sound good. But at the end of the day, you got on camera and told the entire world, why won't I just go the easy route? Basically saying, why in the hell would I fight you? I'm going to go ahead and take the easy route at least first. And you said that in front of the entire world. That alone destroys anything or any point that you try to make or however you try to get it, Terrence, on Twitter. Because at the end of the day, you told us that you was picking the easy route. It's not what we said. It's not what the masses said. It's not what Terrence Bud Crawford said. It's what Eroll Spence himself said. And this is why he's going to be forever able to stop Eroll Spence dead in his track. Because what are you going to say about that? When somebody questions you about that, what are you going to say? I didn't mean it. Oh, you guys didn't hear that. That's a false recording. You know what I'm saying? That video's been manipulated. What can you say? There's nothing that you could possibly say that could justify you taking the easy route as a boxer coming out of your mouth. And that's where Terrence Crawford is always going to win. Always. So he can have his back and forth. He could say this and he could say that. Because let's be honest, you look bad not getting back with him for $25 million. Now, Eroll Spence want to say all money is not good money. Well, if it wasn't good money, how come you didn't tell him it wasn't good money when you was on the phone with him? That's what we want to know. Why just not return a phone call? And then it's funny to you that somebody came to you with a $25 million guarantee, and Al Heyman can't even give you a $25 million guarantee. But all money ain't good money. But you missed the 80-20. Man, I'm not even gonna lie. Eroll Spence looked like a straight up female responding on Twitter just like that. And at the end of the day, Terrence Bud Crawford did what he was supposed to do and stopped him dead in his track by using his own ammunition. You the one that said that she was going the easy route. So if this was a court of law and we was going to evaluate this, 9 times out of 10, the people are going to side with the person who's trying to make the fight versus the person that said that they're going to take the easy route. Those are simple facts at the end of the day. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.